Now I'll take a look at the pictures. And you went there to get your stuff when you were moving out and moving in with the boyfriend?
Yes.
Well, this certainly looks terrible, and I'm going to show them to you, sir. Well, this doesn't look habitable, actually. Is this your separated husband?
Yes. He was there with me.
I'm going to show you these pictures, sir, and I would like you to tell me your version of these pictures.
I have not lived here since November of 2018. I still own the home, and nobody was supposed to be in the home since that time. Kayla and Jacob have been going in and out of the house. They live there part of the time, from my understanding of what...
So, is what you're telling me that at the time these pictures were taken in 2018, you and the two children were not living there?
Correct. I bought another home.
Where were you living?
I was living in Salisbury at a friend of mine's house that I was buying on a rent-to-own basis.
Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
So you were not living there at the time?
No, I was not.
Well, there's quite a mess in that house. So what you're suggesting to me is your father left that mess?
Yes, that was his house.
Your father left that mess. Okay, keep going. Now we're going to 2019. And on what date did you call CPS on 2019?
I honestly cannot remember the date. Ever since I've had my record, I can't really remember dates very well.
Was it before or after the incident at the truck?
It was before. He was still
She
living
said,
at home.
she said she called. We both did. So you're telling me there were 3 calls?
There's 2.
Just 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then the second one had to be after this incident. Well, then you're lying.
She gets her dates really bad, unfortunately. But it was after, based on being encouraged by Senator Stone.
Don't tell me what being encouraged by. Your judgment is off.
We were told that if we
Don't tell me
Okay.
what you were told by somebody, by anybody. I can't examine them, and you understand this is my meat. This is what I do for a living for 50 years.
But we didn't do
So
it
you
maliciously.
filed against him a report with Child Protective Services, and I would like to know what you told them.
Just that during the incident that night, the 2 little girls in the back, when he pulled his fist back and hit me with the door, they were screaming, "No, Daddy, no, Daddy, no."
And based on that, you called Child Protective Services.
We were told to do so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Listen.
We called 911. I did. I see where you're going with this, man.
I'm glad you see what you're going. Go through your insurance for your medical bills.
I will.
Great. You're not supposed to use Child Protective Services as anything but a tool. Anything.
I was worried about those girls.
Well, I want to tell you something. Who drove the truck to meet him?
I was actually at work.
Just a second. Well, you said you got out of the car.
I sat in my vehicle waiting on him to get there.
Just a second. You sat in your vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
And you allowed an 8-month pregnant girl to go and to confront in a situation where, according to her, she had already reported her father to Child Protective Services. You allowed that to happen. Is this your youngest child?
But yes, Jacob is my youngest.
Well, can you imagine if you had younger children and they were in the car? And if somebody called and said, there was an altercation, it was a horrible altercation, and kids were crying, and they called Child Protective Services on you?
Charlotte is a CDS caseworker, and
First of all, I am not satisfied based upon the pictures you showed me and what was described by the police as what they saw, which was a bruise on your inner thigh. And
I never showed them any photo. I never showed him any part of my body. I told him I don't like people looking. The only reason I have that one photo is my daughter walked in on me while I was getting dressed on my birthday. I can tell you the exact day that photo was taken.
Again, I want to say something. I don't believe you.
I
don't believe you. So I suggest that you put this into your insurance company and stay out of business that has nothing to do with you.
I understand that. But I didn't after that, man.
Great. Stay out of business that has nothing to do with you. And you don't ask somebody to sign documents that they can't read. You understand that? That's stupid.